try to take over the world.
Woo! Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Here we go!
So close to the real thing, it's like being in the ring.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Get a pizza! Excellent! Cowabunga!
Oh, baby. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Eddie and Anthony Show. And we got a good one for you today. I'm Retro Anthony, and we're going to bring on the co-host.
Good evening, everyone. This is on number 10, right?
The double digits. We have hit double digits on the show. And today we're going to have a really good one. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. Kind of going off the momentum of what we've had the last couple weeks. I think this is a great topic. I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be really fun, and the chat is already blowing up. Mike Ferrara, this should be a sweet show. Absolutely, that's what we're going for. We're going to have a good one here tonight. Now, we've had a couple guests over the last couple weeks. And we're going to keep going with that momentum as well. So we're going to bring on our guest for the evening.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's awesome. Awesome to have you. So, so Danielle is my cousin through marriage. And we were chatting about the show. And Ed, we had kind of said that Danielle would fill in when on an episode that maybe you couldn't be on. Yeah. And then we started talking about the episode that we could do, and we landed on Candy, and then we said we need to keep Eddie in this one. This is one that Eddie's going to want to be in. So we fast forwarded, and here we are. So Danielle, are you excited about being on the show?
I'm super excited.
And this was kind of your idea, right? The Candy idea. You kind of thought about it, got excited about it, and you're the reason why we landed on this topic.
Well, thank you for choosing this topic. I love candy, and I feel like everyone can relate to having their favorite candy. So I'm excited to see this.
And I think it's perfectly placed right after our cereal, right? I felt like there was no better time but to follow up the best cereal with the best candy.
Yeah, and I had so much fun creating this presentation and the thumbnail that we had. So first, Danielle, when you got really excited about Candy, I was like, okay, ChatGPT is going to go wild here. And we made the Candy Queen. And then I did the Candy King. And then I was trying to figure out, like, what can go really well with us. And I made Eddie the Candy Jester. And it made him, like, a mix between, like, an Oompa Loompa and, like, a Munchkin from Munchkin Land. And it was just not, we weren't going to put it on here. We got Samantha in the chat saying, you go, Danielle. All right. And then Mike,
3 minutes and 55 seconds.
Any hard candy? I mean, we didn't get to 5 minutes before
3:55. We have to jot it down. That's a record. Under 4 minutes before the first Catherine Helmond comment. Yep.
So then I was trying to figure out, okay, what can I do? And I created Eddie the Candy God. And that is your representation of
I love the pie
candy
symbol. I love the math. I love the pie symbol right there.
Yeah, it went well with the math guy. It definitely flowed really, really well. So I love the way it came out. Super excited. I have a huge sweet tooth. I eat candy all day long. This is definitely a vice of mine. So I'm excited to chat about the stuff we're going to talk about tonight. So let's get into it. All right. So the first thing I wanted to throw in here was some classic gum. Because I think old time gum that we liked as kids was never very good. The flavor didn't last very long, but we always had it. So do you remember Bubble Beeper?
The Bubble Beeper. Yep.
And like this was cooler package and cooler gum than it was actually flavor. Right? Danielle, do you remember these? Did you ever see I feel like you were born after the time of the beeper. So
Yes, I do not remember that.
you might have had like gum cell phone or something like that. Gum iPads.
Gum iPad.
And then what about the tiny sized chiclets? Ed, do you remember those?
Oh, I remember these. These is probably the smallest candle. Now, this probably about the same size, I feel like, as a nerd, but it was gum. Yeah.
You had to eat a package of these in order to get a piece of gum, in comparison to other pieces. And this is the all-time great, right? Fruit stripe gum. This was a shirt that I was going to buy for this show, because it said something like "My patient lasts as long as fruit stripe gum," and it was just not going to get here on time. But this gum lasted a good 30 seconds to a minute, maybe, and then.
But this had a strong flavor, and I'm gonna say, no spoilers, but it's not the
Mike Ferrara in the chat asked me to show my hat. We got the Rocket City Trash Pandas tonight. Danielle
this gum had some flavor. It had some flavor, and it lasted a little bit longer than some gums of this time, which we'll get to. But packed with flavor.
Now
there were a lot of pieces in a pack too.
Their packs were big, and if I'm not mistaken, and anyone in the chat, please correct me on this. I believe if you took the wrapper off and like put it on your tongue, it was like a tattoo, like a tongue tattoo.
That I never knew.
Yeah,
that's what I remember because I used to like this gum.
And so that's what it used to do, right?
I thought so. I thought so. It's either that or it was like fruit by the foot, but it was one of these.
No, it was definitely.
I thought it was the gum.
This. Yeah, it was. All right, so I am here
Fred?
lies, and they had jokes. Yeah,
Welcome,
Maria confirmed. Yep, they were tattoos. Ed, mom likes the gum, so that's exciting. All right, so now some old candy, candy from the past that may or may not exist anymore. Do any of you know what this is?
No,
I've never seen that. Nope.
Okay, so my family and I every Labor Day used to go down to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and we used to. What is that?
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. We used to go to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and buy my grandfather this bucket of hard candy licorice. And it used to come in a pail, and it used to come with a hammer. And my grandfather used to eat this all year long. So he used to get out his hammer, and he would hammer off a piece every now and then. I want to say I know Maria's watching. I believe my mother's probably watching, so she's definitely remembering this. But this used to be what we used to get him every year from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I don't like licorice, the black licorice. I'm not a fan, but my grandfather loved this, and it was just very nostalgic to this show, and I wanted to make sure that it was in there. Now, what about these two candies? I'm sure we've all had these.
Or is that what they were called? Dots?
Dots.
Yeah. So what exactly did you like about these? Did you enjoy eating paper? Because
I feel like if you grew up in the 80s and anyone if anyone asked you if you ate paper, I guess the answer was yes, because you could never get one of those dots off without. I feel like I would try, and then you just give up.
Candy
And
buttons.
Candy buttons. Yes,
Okay.
candy buttons. Yeah.
They were just so good. And I never felt like the flavors tasted different. I always thought they were the same.
And Kristen loved eating the dots and the paper.
And the paper.
We enjoyed both.
Because I feel like you wouldn't pick them off with your fingers. I felt like I would just
bite it, right?
Yeah.
And then these wax lips. Now I could taste this now. I mean, these were pretty nasty. These were not
actual candy. Like, would you actually eat this? I remember these. And
I'm not sure if you would actually eat the wax, but I remember chewing on them, and they were not good. These were actually really bad. But I remember them vividly, right? I definitely remember them.
I did not know they were edible.
Yeah. And then going to grandma's house, there was always certain candies at grandma's house, and it didn't matter where you were.
Is this a strawberry candy?
What culture you were from? Everyone went to grandma's house, and you found these two candy bowls. They were in every grandmother's house, no matter what.
I could picture opening up that strawberry wrapper stuck together. It was just like goo. It was just goo. But yes, I remember my grandmother had that every time you went there. That just strawberry. Yeah.
Yep. In the sewing can, Stephen Bradshaw said. Stephen Bradshaw's grandmother had it. And what about the one on the right? Do you?
Yeah.
Remember?
I'm picturing. Well, you got the peppermints. You got and it was just like wax stuck together in the tin. Yep.
Yeah, I almost don't know if. I mean, I'm sure these candies all tasted different, but I'm picturing them all tasting the same. And then, as I was doing research to put into the show, I found the first ever candy, and that is the Katherine Hellman Fry's chocolate cream bar.
But I'm telling you, the Fry's chocolate cream bar was one of the first. I did some research. Was one of the first candy bars around.
And I mean, and just look at this picture, right? This came out in what, like the 1800s?
1866. Yeah.
And Katherine was already a senior. So that just goes to show how old Katherine was, right? She was already a senior come time this candy bar came out, which is pretty incredible.
I mean, she was working even back then. Look at that.
Katherine Hellman kept extras around if the math guy was around. All right. So before we jump into the next slide, I just want to say, Ed, we've hit our highest mark live yet. We have 25 people watching the show, which is great. If you haven't yet, definitely like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notifications on when Eddie and I do our next videos. But I definitely wanted to take the opportunity to thank the 25 people that are out there watching. This is awesome. And keep the chat going.
And yes, the spearmint leaves my mom put in there. I could picture those at my grandmother's house too. The green, extremely chewy candy that was there all the time. Yep, the spearmint leaves. Oh, there's Damien.
Damien put in his top 10. Damien threw in his top 10 real quick. All right. Anything gummies, but no sours for Damien there. All right, Damien.
All right.
All right. Have you ever been to any candy factories that you could think of? Well, I went to two, and I put them in.
I mean, is Hershey considered a candy factory? I don't think so, right? It's a chocolate factory.
No, it's a chocolate factory, right? They actually make chocolate. What about you, Danielle? Have you ever been to Hershey?
I've been to the Hershey store, and I think I went to Hershey when I was really small, but I do not remember it.
Okay. What about the Pez factory?
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah. So on your way up 95, on your way to like Boston, in Connecticut, is a sign for the Pez Visitor Center. And I've actually gone here twice. And quick story, the first time I ever went, my mother and I were going on to Mystic, Connecticut for a weekend because I've never been and she wanted me to go. So we're driving up there and I decided I wanted to take, get off the exit to go to this place. And she was like, "When? I don't want to stop. Why are we going to stop here? I just want to get to Mystic." 5 minutes into being in this store, my mother's cart was completely full of Pez and Pez gear and Pez candy. And then Maria and I, right before Peyton was born, went to Salem in October, and I made sure that we stopped at the Pez factory. So I think anytime you head up to that Northeast, the Pez factory is definitely a cool place to visit. You get all the Pez gear. They have Pez history, and you could fill up a can full of Pez.
Do you know what year the first Pez candy was created?
I have no idea.
1927.
And
So
what
we
was it?
coming
Was
up-
it like a Santa Claus? I feel like Santa Claus. would
I
probably-
I know. I looked it up before it was. I don't. Oh, well, the first actual dispenser, it says here, was shaped to look like a cigarette lighter. And when you think about it, that is
kind
what
of
it
makes
is.
sense to the time.
Makes complete sense to what they even look like now. Yeah.
Mike Ferrara, huge fan of the Flintstone Pez. Mike, do you have that in your current collection? Do you have Pez dispensers? We'll find out. And then it was a Mona Robinson Pez dispenser. I'm sure there's a Mona one out there somewhere. If not, we'll have a custom one made. And then the Hershey factory. So I'm excited because I think it'll be fun to take Peyton there maybe over the summer. I think, I don't know if she'll really enjoy it too much, but I think Maria and I, could make a couple days out of it, go to like Dutch Wonderland and the Hershey factory and have some fun out there. So you guys have been there?
I've gone. We took Eddie and Abby and went through the whole, making the chocolate bar and customizing it and the label. Yeah. I mean, Abby loves it. She could eat. Well, clearly we know Abby loves the chocolate. So
right,
that's her thing.
Top 10 cereal had 9 chocolate ones in there.
Yeah. Let's see.
Now, Mike said, no, I would get in trouble. So what this refers to is every time we do a show or talk about something, Mike Ferrara jumps in on a collection and his fiance gets mad at us for getting another collection, which is funny. And then I want to shout out Bobby James. So you guys don't know who Bobby James is, but Bobby James is a good friend that I met through Anthony Romanello. Bobby James is a musician that travels from Kentucky down to Florida playing, and it's awesome to have Bobby James in the chat. I actually wore a Bobby James hat in one of my videos, so I think it might be coming up soon. So Bobby, pay attention because you're in there, man. So, and then Bobby has some fans in here. We listen to Bobby James music in the house all the time. So Nicole and Maria, both Bobby James fans. So, and everyone else, you could check out Bobby James. All right. And then some extra things. Okay, so I don't know if he's in the chat. I did text him and his daughter Liv to make sure they watched at least the beginning. And so Eddie, do you know anything about this story?
Oh, the story? No, the candy, yes.
Okay.
I don't know the story, but that's
All right.
definitely Dom.
So that is definitely Dom, 100% definitely Dom. Maria said that Pookie would like Bobby James. We'll put you on to it, Pookster. We'll put you on. All right. So this story. So I met, at this point, met Dom probably, at least over 20 years ago. And Dom used to live right around the block from my house here. And we would go to his house and hang out. And on the top of his refrigerator, he had this giant jawbreaker. Okay.
Huh.
And it was in a paper bowl plate, right? A paper bowl. And every day he would go up to it and just give it a couple licks just to try to see how long it would take to eat the jawbreaker. And so every time you would go in, you would be like, how far is he? Like, where is he? And you would take a look at this thing, and I'm sure. It was on the top of the fridge, so I'm sure there was dust and whatever. And he would just like rinse it off and give a couple licks and then keep it moving. So I hope that he was in here because he would have had a good time with this. Because it's definitely something that he would remember. I actually asked him if he had any pictures of him eating the Jawbreaker back then. He didn't, but ChatGPT found one of him. So
It really was a jaw killer trying to have one of those.
I mean,
just
it's like a softball. It was
Yeah.
huge. Like, I don't know how. Like, why did they make something like this? It just didn't make sense. All right, now Danielle, this is yours. So you asked me to put this in.
Yes.
So how come?
So, first of all, I think they taste great, but I always remember my cousin Karen. These were her favorite. Every time we'd get together and if we got to a candy store, she would buy out like the whole shelf because these were her favorite. So, this brings back a lot of good memories, but I think they taste good.
I mean, if this is like church host filled with something
Like
in there,
little
right? I mean,
beads, like little candy
yeah.
beads inside.
this is like eating the host at church, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
definitely what this tastes like, right?
Yes.
Ed, have you ever had these?
no. That's not like that's not a candy shell. That's a wafer shell.
It
Yes.
tastes like
Oh.
styrofoam.
That's what I'm trying to look. I'm like, oh, kind of looks like a big sweet tart. I'm like, maybe I'd like it, but don't know.
It tastes like I think it tastes like a mixture of styrofoam and the host.
It's got good flavor.
I'm sure. Nicole's not a fan though. Nicole said, "Ew." Hard no for Nicole. Not the powdered fill ones. We like the beads. Well, this one has beads filled with assorted candy beads. They melt on your tongue. Okay, I mean, sure. But all right, well, thank you for putting that in there. That's fun. Oh, Hookster is the name like the Hulkster, greatest wrestler of all time.
Thank you.
And then, did you ever play Bean Boozled?
This is gross.
Yeah, I've actually that's the first time I'm seeing the spinning wheel, but I've definitely tried those beads, those jelly beans.
All right, so Ed, I have an idea,
Ah,
and I'm sure Steven will be very much into this. Steven, we bowl tomorrow for the championship, right? If we win one game, we win our bowling championship.
big night. Yep.
Every open, you got to spin the wheel and eat a jelly bean.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'll make sure I get a pack, and every open that we have,
Spin the
gotta
wheel,
eat the
take a
jelly
jelly bean.
which sucks for me because I either throw a strike or open. So I'll be eating lots of disgusting jelly beans. So Danielle, do you ever eat these?
I've always stayed away from them because the flavors that are listed on the package are just gross.
No, not interested in vomit flavored jelly bean.
Not my
No.
thing. No.
No.
Harry Potter has some of these too, right? I believe
Yes.
there's a Harry Potter like themed of
Yeah,
these.
there's like expansion packs of
Yeah.
jelly beans. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Uh,
basic. Yep, Birdie bought beans from Harry Potter. Yep.
Oh, vomit is great. Oh, okay. All right, Fred, enjoy him.
Fred would have liked them. Yep.
My nieces and nephews like take one bite and then spit them out. It's totally cheating. It's like you have to eat the whole thing and just you have to eat the whole thing. That's it. All right. So now we're gonna get into our top 10 list. Each one of us have a list of 10. And they're all very different. I have to say there are only like a few that we share like common with each other, but as we go through our list, everyone in the chat, please make sure you put your list together or throw some out there. Tell us if you like them. If you don't like them, we want to hear from you. All right. So Danielle, this is your number 10.
Yes. I mean, I love a good Dum Dum. And I always remember when I'd go visit my cousins, we'd go visit grandma and she'd always give us lollipops. So these are very nostalgic, and the best ones are the blue raspberries. I feel like they're so hard to find in the pack, but you can't go wrong with the blue raspberry or the root beer. But these are one of my favorites. Sometimes I'll even just buy a pack and leave in the car because they're just so good.
I'd pass on the butterscotch though.
Yeah.
Butterscotch ones were not probably the least of them all. Yeah.
The one thing I don't like about these is that I feel like if you take too long eating it, you get some of the paper. Is that
You're right. You're right. Again, I guess I like things that taste like paper and cardboard.
well? No, the lollipop tastes
The
really
stick.
good. Yeah,
It's a stick.
yeah.
Yeah.
The stick is. So Abby said this. Is there Dum Dum Starburst flavors? I mean,
Well, I know Abby loves the Dum Dums because they're dye free, right, Abby? So I know you could have those. But,
I wasn't gonna question her knowledge of candy because I feel like she knows what she's talking
Oh
about.
no, Starbursts are her favorite candy. That is.
Oh,
I know it's
okay.
burning
All
in
right.
there. Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Butterscotch is 10 out of 10.
That's not what I heard, Ed. Passing on butterscotch. Abby likes butterscotch.
Oh.
Abby, I didn't know you were Catherine Helmont's age. Anthony put his list: Robin's Egg, Snicker Bar, Mini Peanut Butter Cups, Fun Dip, Big League Chew. Big League Chew is another one of those gums that I feel like have flavor for a certain period of time, and then you got to spit it out and go for a little bit more.
Got to get grape though. Grape Big League Chew.
Or the blue one. I like the blue one. All right, Ed.
The Atomic Fireball. So I got to tell you, I had a harder time ranking than I would have thought. So I put the Atomic Fireball in there more as like a nostalgia kind of thing. I felt like a huge fan of the cinnamon. And I don't know, I just felt like the Atomic Fireball was just filled with cinnamon. And now I think, what is the which right now, Fireball Vodka, that's the Atomic Fireball for, I guess, the over 21 crowd.
The adults. I don't necessarily
Fireballs.
drink liquor, but I do enjoy chilled Fireball though.
Oh, it tastes just, it's this.
Yeah, it is. Did you ever drink Fireball, Danielle?
I have, and it's just too spicy. I remember these candies too, and I could have them in my mouth for like a minute and I'd have to spit it out because it's just too spicy.
Yes, this had to make my top 10. A huge fan of the Atomic Fireball.
All right, Nicole likes some Kit Kat, Sour Patch, and Sprees. Okay, that's a pretty good list. And that's the beautiful thing about the chat is that so many people put candies that like the light bulb goes off for us, and it's like, damn, how did we forget them? And I think Sprees is one of those. Sprees could have. I mean, the whole presentation is Sprees, right? And
I didn't even think of the Spree as a candy, and that's a. Yep.
And I'm now looking at like the presentation. The background theme is Sprees, and I didn't even think to like put it in. But that's a good one. Sprees are good. So my number 10 are Warheads. Danielle, these might have been too spicy for you too. I remember being a kid going into the store and they had packs of all different ones, all different flavors, and I would try them all. I was a big fan of all of them. These things were really sour.
Extremely so. Now, I don't know. I found them as a kid. Maybe I guess your taste buds as a kid have to be, I'm guessing, more heightened than as an adult. Because I remember as a kid, these being like, couldn't even like stand them. And then as an adult, they tasted more sweet than they did sour. But sorry, this is your.
Yeah, no, I mean, I figured this would be something that we would be able to chat about. Like these were, but they were only sour for what? Like, 20 seconds, and then they were.
Flavor was gone. The flavor it was just a plain sucking candy, and that was it. The flavor was gone. Yep.
Right. Okay. So Sebastian said that they were super sour. Yeah, they definitely are super sour. Eleni in the chat, my gums hurt at the thought of Warheads. Yeah, but it was temporary, very, very temporary. So
28 in the chat.
And the chat is looking good. Wow. Joanna said Tootsie Rolls, Kit Kats, and Tootsie Fruit Chews. Okay. Mom said Red Hots. Red Hots are another one that could have very easily made this list too. I actually really like Red Hots.
So do I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So number 9, Danielle.
Oh,
Sticking with
the
the
sour
sour.
straws. These are good. See, I don't like anything spicy, but I like sour. And these were my favorite, especially, I mean, I just love anything blue raspberry, but these were great. And I still, when I go to the store, pick them up because they are so good.
Maria bought a pack of these like straws recently. I think it was like a Valentine's pack, and it had to be the most sour pack I've ever eaten. I don't think she had any of them because I'm pretty sure I ate all of them, but they were pretty sour.
They're so
Do you
good.
like
Even the
it?
rainbow ones too.
Did you ever put these in like your drink and use them as an actual straw?
No, I have
Yes.
never done that.
Yes. Yep.
I've
Totally
done the
do
same
that.
thing with Twizzlers too. I used to bite off the ends, put Twizzlers in the cup, and drink through the Twizzlers. So, Maria said, "What's the difference between Sour Power straws and Sour Punch straws? The brand. That's it. It's just the brand. Probably the same exact candy, just the brand." All right, Ed.
Now, this takes the cake for I feel one of the shortest lasting flavored gums. And it was funny. I was asking someone walking out of work today. I was like, "Have you ever heard of Razzle gum?" And it was like, "No." Because like Razzle gum, I felt like you chewed it, it turned to like a powder. It turned to like pure sugar right away, went to gum, strong flavor, and then it just disappeared. It disappeared. But Razzles, I don't know. I remember going to the deli and getting the pack of Razzles, ripping off, it was like a paper package, and just you needed to eat the whole bag. I felt like within 10 minutes you had the whole bag of Razzles. This was just a staple candy. I felt like a kid. And I'm not a gum chewer. But
Now I love gum, and I don't think I've ever had these.
you've never had Razzles?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think so. I was actually saying, man, I want to go buy a pack to try it. But now that you said the flavor doesn't last, I'm like,
but
should I
when
even-
the flavor that's there,
oh,
it's-
it's powerful.
it's powerful. Like, are these still in? I want to know if these are still in production. They're probably not. I mean, I don't think I've seen them.
I'm sure we get a pack off eBay or something. I don't know how old they're, but they might be on eBay. Danielle, have you ever had these?
I've seen them, but I've never had them. And I do like gum, so I'm surprised. I'm gonna have to try to, if they're still in production, I'm gonna have to try to find a pack.
Yeah. Mom said the coolest thing back in the day, Razzles. All
That's Razzles, yeah, 1966. Yeah. Wow, raspberry, lemon, grape, orange.
Fred's wife, not a fan. Fred's wife, definitely not a fan.
My wife had them and said this. Yep. I mean, look. I mean, what? Yeah. Yep. They are still available for purchase. All right. That's going to be my mission. Is I am going to get you a package of
Razzles.
Razzles.
I'm in. I won't say no. Keegan,
You know what?
Keegan's Albert's never heard of them.
We should write this. We should write these things down, and just make a specific episode on just
Things we've never had and haven't.
So while you're having some Razzles gum, I'm going to be eating a bacon hot dog covered in cereal, and this will be a fantastic episode.
Live food tasting. Okay. We'll put out our menu ahead of time so that other people could get in on it. So my number 9 are jelly beans. I love jelly beans. Not the bamboozled ones. That's the game, but jelly beans in general, I really like. And we are in jelly bean season, so I'm a huge fan of all things jelly beans, except the cappuccino or coffee flavored jelly beans. I cannot eat those. I do not drink coffee. I do not like coffee. The smell, the taste, anything. So those get pulled out, and I kind of like get gypped a bit because it's hard to tell the difference between like the cappuccino ones and the Dr. Pepper ones. So anything brown usually goes out of the pack, and I definitely miss out on some of the good brown flavored jelly beans. Do you guys like? Does anyone else like jelly beans, or am I the
I
only?
love Jelly Bellies. The
Abby?
toasted marshmallow is the best, my favorite.
I like the Starburst jelly beans.
Yeah.
Starburst
Yeah.
jelly beans around Easter. I'm a huge fan of those. The regular jelly beans don't really do it for me. Starburst ones. do.
What I like is that they're so small, but every one of them's flavor is just so distinct, right? And it's like they're super powerfully flavored.
Yeah.
Yes.
My brother likes the Starburst jelly beans as well. Yeah, I'm in on the Starburst jelly beans. There is the Jelly Belly factory that you could visit. I'm not 100% sure where it is, but I definitely know you could visit it. I want to say it's up here in the Northeast somewhere. So it might have to be a road trip to the Jelly Belly factory. Take the Eddie and Anthony show on the road to the Jelly Belly factory. Fred likes the chocolate pudding ones. Like I said, the browns too close to the cappuccino. I might miss out on a chocolate pudding one. All right, number 8, Ed. Danielle, here's your number 8.
Oh, the candy blocks. They are so good. They're kind of chalky, but the flavor, like every block, I always felt tasted like the color that it was. These were phenomenal. Every time we'd go to the candy shops, at least down by the shore, we'd always leave with a giant bag of candy blocks. And then we'd like play with them before we ate them, but they are so good.
All right. Your sister enjoys the candy blocks. So you said they taste like the color.
Yeah, so like the red ones taste like raspberry, yellow was lemon, blue
I was
raspberry.
going to say, I'm curious to know what yellow tastes like.
It tastes like lemon. But these were, growing up, these were our favorite. My dad was obsessed with these. So we always would go and just pick them up every time we were on a trip.
Tuesday night in the 80s, Eddie was eating his candy, watching Who's the Boss until Mom seen Eddie drooling over Mona. TV was turned off.
I believe it went on at 9 o'clock. Could be right. Probably bedtime was probably 9:30. I think. Yep.
All right, Ed, here's your number 8.
This to me, Crybaby Tears just screams like 1996. I'm picturing junior high school. This in the box, you tore a little hole in the corner, you shook out your Crybaby, and these were very, very sour. These I feel like I haven't tried since probably the mid 90s. I haven't seen these. But as you can see, I'm a sour. I've got the sour as my theme for the candy.
And Nicole said you can get them at Eggers, so at least they used to always have them.
Oh,
So maybe they still do. A little candy hunt.
this is only from 1990. I looked up is when the Crybaby Tears first went in production.
And these really rivaled Warheads.
Ah.
Crybabies and Warheads. They
Well,
They were
there were
both
the
super
Crybaby Tears, and
the
then
gum.
there was the Crybabies, the ones individually wrapped.
Yeah, the
at
gum.
circles. The
Right.
gum.
Yeah.
Those I think were more sour than this. That
Yeah.
had like a rigid. I remember it. It had like a rigid texture on the outside, and the lemon one. I'm assuming it was lemon. It was yellow. I could feel my eyes tearing right now from having that. So yeah, it was either. You're right. It was you were rivaling between a Warhead or a Crybaby.
And Magic Mike did some research. It is not the Northeast. It's actually in California. So maybe we won't be driving to the Jelly Belly factory anytime soon. All right. And then my number 8 are pink Starburst, specifically the pink. They are my favorite. They're, to me, when you buy, you get those double packs. There is nothing better than opening up a 2-pinker. A twin pack of pinks. Now, the one thing about these that's kind of weird is that the wrapped pink tastes very different than the mini Starburst. Have you ever had those to compare? Like
The what? Say it again. The
the bigger star, the regular size Starburst tastes different.
Yes,
It
totally.
tastes different than the mini Starburst.
totally different. Yep. I'm trying to see how I can put it into words, but yeah.
Abby's in here, the best. All right. Keegan likes the pink Starburst, but Abby wants the all red pack. Okay.
The red ones are good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun fact.
Fred also likes the reds.
But the pink. Fun fact with Starbursts, and I'm a little upset I didn't think of it before. So now that Abby's watching, when we went remote during COVID, so that was like 2020, Abby was in preschool, and ironically, this was my classroom right here for about a year, however long it was. We were remote, and every morning before class, Abby would come down and place 2 Starbursts right on my desk. She would have Starbursts probably for breakfast, but it was COVID time, so there was we were just surviving, all 4 of us. And she would leave me 2 Starbursts every morning. So I'm guessing I should have put those as an honorable mention, and I didn't. So I have to throw that in now for Starbursts. So that's our candy.
All right, that's cool. All right, Danielle, you're number 7.
Yes, the sweet tart pops. These are so good.
These were the best.
Right?
Sorry, go.
No, they were the best.
And I didn't even think of these. These were fantastic. Sorry, continue.
No, these were my favorite growing up, and these were hard to find as I got older. There was only like 1 or 2 candy stores that I could find these, but the blue and the red ones were the best. And I love sweet tarts, so the fact that it was in a lollipop form, to me, it tasted even better. So these were.
Now I could be wrong, and I know Traverso, you try very hard, and your slideshows are, I would say, probably 99% accurate. But I don't know. I feel like those lollipops. I feel like those aren't the sweet tart ones.
Oh, I have no idea.
Wrong, but those are the most amazing. Those are fantastic lollipops. I could taste them right now.
Is that what they're called? Because I always called them the sweet tart lollipops.
They probably are this. Oh no! So Riley, no, you're right. It has that sweet tart. I'm just looking because I know those are a little. Those are a little fatter. I feel like the sweet tart ones, which are fantastic. These. They are. I thought they were sweet tarts too.
I couldn't find them. I couldn't find the ones in the right in a package.
Look, you're forgiven.
I'm sorry.
We're all talking about the same fantastic lollipop, and I wouldn't know what the name of it was too. I probably would have. My best guess would be the sweet tart lollipop. So if someone in the chat knows the exact name, but that was it, and it like crumbled in your mouth. As you were having it, yes. So we're all talking the same lollipop here. It's fantastic.
I mean, if you Google sweet tart lollipops, that's the picture that comes up. So Google. Tom's not happy that you're questioning the science.
I know. I'm sorry.
That's all right. And I'm just going to now get you in trouble because Abby said you didn't put the Starburst in there, and I did it for a whole year. All right, Ed, you're number 7.
The Gobstopper.
Now, a lot of people mentioned this in the chat. I just didn't want to put it up because I knew it was on your list.
Yes, I have written down. So the Gobstopper was, 1976. All right, I think it was inspired by the Willy Wonka movie,
which looked nothing like the one in the movie.
No, it did not. But this was, I feel like there were 2 different types of people. The ones that just chewed the Gobstopper right from the start, or the one that would work its way all the way until the Gobstopper had no color and and nothing left. Which
one are you?
I was a chewer.
Okay.
I chewed the Gobstopper. You sucked on it a little bit. Once you were able to chew it, I was a chewer. Hence, when the chewy Gobstoppers came around, I was a huge fan of the chewy Gobstopper too. But this was one of the favorites.
Danielle, do you like these?
I've never had a Gobstopper.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna have to try them. I have like a probably a list after this. I'm gonna have to go out.
These
and buy
are
some
a
to
Five
try.
Below staple. You could definitely get them at Five Below.
All right, duly noted. I'll have
Yeah.
to pick these up.
Definitely Five Below. So my next favorite are Blow Pops. I love Blow Pops. When I started teaching in school, and I know Elenie's in the chat. Elenie might have been in my class at the time when I did this. I used to stop at the store every week, and my class was late. It's like 7:30 at night, and students come in and they're kind of dragging a little bit. So I would always have a bag of Blow Pops on the table just for everyone to come up and grab one and kind of hope to stay awake throughout the class. And they're just my favorite. Now, my favorite flavor as a kid was sour apple. But as an adult, I like the cherry and the watermelon, my favorite. And I always said that the cherry wrapper looked like Wonder Bread wrapper. And I always used to kind of say, I as a kid, I like the Wonder Bread flavor. And then Mingsy, who was also in the chat, says this is a staple in my office. I always have a jar of candy that everyone comes in and takes candy from, and Blow Pops are always one of the top choices. And it was not Elenie's class, so it was another class. Maybe I got cheap and didn't want to buy them anymore. And then Anthony in the chat said Jeannie and Anthony would like to nominate Maria as the road trip queen. Maria, we went on a big road trip, and Maria literally had a sack full of candy that she would bring on our road trips, and it was just a ton of stuff. And every candy imaginable. My brother was here last weekend and opened up the drawer and said, "What the hell is this?" And that's just like Maria's candy drawer that I really try hard to stay out of, but struggle to not go into it. But yeah, Blow Pops, one of my favorite. My mother, if she was at the store, she would grab them for me, or I would go and grab them. So yeah, the Blow Pops made it to.
Now the gum, I feel like the gum inside the Blow Pop was the opposite of Razzles, where it just disintegrated.
Yeah.
The gum in a Blow Pop, you had to work for. Remember, like having to rip it off the stick to actually chew the gum that was inside the Blow Pop. That gum wasn't dissolving in your mouth.
Yeah.
It was like a rock. But yeah.
Yeah. See, Sebastian, we have another candy thief. People,
But now, wait, if you go up, we have the answer to the mystery. The lollipop you were talking about was the Smarties lollipop. If you see, if you look up who had it, who gave the answer, Samp, who's Samp-P4V.
Oh, that's Samantha.
My
That's
sister.
Danielle's sister.
Oh,
They
there
were
you go.
Smarties. I thought they tasted like a sweet tart.
And if you Google it, that's it. It's a Smarties lollipop.
Oh.
Yes, that was
That's the
one.
reason I couldn't find a picture of it. I'm Googling the wrong
We
thing.
always growing up called them the sweet tart lollipops.
Danielle messed with my Googling over here. Gave me the
Sorry.
wrong name for the candy. But at
Thanks,
least I got
Sam.
at
So
least
your
I got
your slideshow matched the information that you were given. So
right.
I
At
apologize.
least I got the
You
right
did what you did.
lollipop.
That's
right.
that's it. I mean, you produced what was asked of you.
All right, Danielle, you're number 6.
Oh, I love Airheads.
Oh, yeah.
These are good. I also call it, like, I know I use it interchangeably, but I call these also like sour strips or sour straws, and these are good.
Now,
Especially
you like airhead. You like these Airhead Extremes or regular Airheads? Because Anthony
Both.
tends to like put different variations of things on
both.
the slideshow. Both.
I love Airheads, like the regular Airheads, but I love these as well. I mean, I can probably eat a whole pack within just a minute because these are just so good and addictive.
Now, are these different than the sour straws? You put
Yes.
up sour ones, sour strips, right?
Because these are strips. They're not
Okay.
the straws. But again, these are I like sour things, and these are great.
I like these too. I don't eat them often, but I do like them. All right, Ed.
These what
So
number?
I could not find. This is number 6.
Number
I
6.
could not find the Haribo peach rings in the package.
These are them though.
No, well, those are just peach slices, and the rings are the picture.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. So maybe this may have I may have this may have been my mistake here. Haribo peaches. Yeah, I thought they were the one. I was the peach rings were the
The
ones
one on the right.
the one on the right. Yep. Those are just filled with I guess it's that sugar on the sugar on the outside, the peach ring. Even to today, if you go down like in a CVS or Walgreens, even like in the dollar aisle or like the 99-cent candy, and you have the peach rings, I feel like that'd be very hard not to pick up a package of these. And these were from, let's see, I have, did they pop up? Oh no, these are around the 1980s. It said, not that. I thought they were like a little bit older, but yeah, huge fan of the peach ring.
No, Nicole Sanfilippo likes the Nerds gummy clusters. Those are very good.
Very
And
good.
yes, Mike, I agree. Maria should lock me out of the candy drawer. I don't need it and shouldn't be eating it. Yes, she should 100% lock it. Mine, the first chocolate bar on the list.
Yeah.
This is as plain and boring of a chocolate bar as it can get, but I love a good Hershey bar with almonds. So I wanted to make sure this made the list. I definitely, I like a plain, regular Joe Hershey bar with almonds. You guys like these at all?
I do. I love Hershey's, and it is good with the almonds. So this is a good candy bar.
Oh, Stacy likes the regular ones. Welcome, Stacy. Welcome back to watching the show.
If we lived together, these
Hershey's.
would be safe in the candy jar if we were together. I would not touch a plain old chocolate bar like this.
And I'm a psycho. I like to eat it letter by letter.
Oh.
Try to snap it off letter by letter so that it doesn't,
These aren't perforated like a regular Hershey bar?
No, they're
Nope.
not. It's just a solid bar of chocolate with almonds.
Hmm.
So. All right, getting into the top 5. All right, Danielle.
Oh, Twix. I love Twix. I love the cookie that it's in with the caramel and the chocolate, and these are delicious. Especially, I like the regular size ones, but the mini ones are delicious.
Are you a right Twix or a left Twix kind of girl?
I love them both equally.
All right. Keegan in the chat said the cookies and cream is better. I'm gonna disagree with you 1,000%.
Never had that one. I have to try that.
I am not a fan of that one, Keegan. You're not gonna win that one. Nicole likes your 5th pick. Solid, yes. Okay.
I don't like
Savita has a love-hate relationship with Twix. All right, Savita, we'll be waiting in the chat for your story on why you have a love-hate relationship.
I need to know.
Everybody needs to know. So start typing. Ed, you're number 5.
Fun Dip. Yep. And you know what's funny? Today I was tempted with Fun Dip, but was at work. I was on my prep period, so it was only like second period. And I don't know why there was a giant candy bowl in the main office. And I thought about having the blue Fun Dip, and then I just couldn't picture myself spending the rest of the day in front of my class with just a blue tongue, because I don't know how long.
Blue teeth or something like that.
Blue teeth, blue face. I mean, you can't eat that. Like, this is a candy that I don't know. It's probably got all dyes in it, so Abby can't have it because this would be all over the house. But but it was definitely I remember the Fun Dips, like
Fun Dip. Maybe Abby has had it and you don't know about it.
Now I haven't seen in a while. Like this, I feel like you see all the time.
That was Eddie said that.
That was Eddie. the 3-pack. I remember having the 3-pack of Fun Dip and then having the two sticks all in one. Who knows what a deli would charge for that now? It's probably like an $8 candy purchase. But was a big fan of the stick. I don't know.
I was going to say, how did you eat this? Because I've eaten it a couple different ways.
I was always a big fan of eating it in the package. I felt like some people would pour it out into a dish I've seen, and then you just, you eat it like that. I've heard people that don't eat the stick completely separate from the actual Fun Dip. I just liked licking the stick and moving all the sugar down into the corner of the package and just going.
I feel like I was the one that ate the stick and then just downed the powder.
I mean, you had to work at this candy too. I felt like it wasn't a quick, like you were there for a while. Every kid in my class has it but me.
I was gonna say, this poor girl is always, making us feel bad, right? Every kid in my class has it but me. It's okay because you have all the Starburst you need. Like, what more do you need, Abby?
I'm gonna see if there's dye. Abby can't have many dyes. I'm gonna see if Fun Dip has.
All right.
I'm assuming it does, but yes, that's my always good for a package of Fun Dip. And
he licks the stick. All right.
A lot of family in the chat. A lot of family in the chat tonight.
My number 5 is also Gobstoppers. So this was the first repeat that we have. I like them. I was never a fan of the chewy ones. I'm not going to go too deep into it, but I never liked the chewy ones. I was more of the one that I wouldn't chew it. I would get it to where it was white and finish it out. So they were not everlasting. They were about 20-minute lasting, and you were good to go. All right, and number 4.
Ooh, Kit Kats.
Ooh.
I love a good Kit Kat. Can't go wrong with the Kit Kat, especially the king size ones are the best.
Well, these are the XLs, so I'm glad
You got it right.
Who's number 4? This is your number 4, Aunt?
Yeah. No, Danielle's.
Oh.
Yes.
Now, are you a Kit Kat and milk or Kit Kat and just a plain Kit Kat? I had to have a glass of milk with a Kit Kat.
Plain Kit Kat, no milk.
So one thing I'm noticing about Nicole is she is only commenting on your candy.
Oh,
Danielle,
thanks, Nicole. That's so sweet.
We're just going to delete her out of the chat. It's not a...
No.
My mother eats them frozen.
Oh, I got to try that.
Ooh,
I don't think I've ever had them.
Kit Kat.
That's a good idea.
I don't think I ever had them frozen. Mike is... I missed the Gobstopper hearts. Yeah, tried to look for them for you. Couldn't find them. Mike is now singing the song, Break Me Off a Piece of That Kit Kat Bar. And now Christina will be mad because he's going to be singing it all night. And
yeah.
All right, Ed, you're number 4.
This is if it's so let's say it's 1992. I'm going to see Ninja Turtles 2 playing for the first time at the Atrium. I'm buying a box of Raisinets. I felt like I only ate Raisinets going to the movie theater, and this is my movie theater candy of choice, which is a good question. Should have thrown out there before. Of your top 10, what are you eating in the movie theater? Was Raisinets, and I'm not a chocolate person. I've made that very clear the last week and a half now on the last 2 shows, but Raisinets. We're a huge fan of Raisinets, and they have no artificial flavors or colors.
Oh, Abby's in on these ones then,
Abby
right? Ninja Turtles is coming back in the movies soon.
Yep.
It should be this month. I'm going to have to.
Yes, it is. Ninja Turtles 2.
Yep. I'm a Raisinette fan too. So, yeah, definitely a Raisinette fan. And my number 4 are Runts. I love Runts. But more specifically, the bananas. And I have bought a bag of just the banana candies from Runts. I could care, and I'm not really a big banana flavor of anything, but the Runts are my favorite. The bananas, that's the way to go, I think, in the Runts department.
And your sentiment about the banana flavor is shared by, I was going to put that, I did multiple polls this past week on 2 different GroupMes, and I did one on a Facebook group asking which Runts fruit was your favorite, and by a landslide, the banana was, which I would have thought was my least favorite. I'd go for the grape right away. Banana is one I'd put to the side, but banana won by a landslide.
Wow, I'm surprised. I feel like I don't really know too many people that like the banana flavored runt.
Oh,
right.
well, I guess
Right.
my gift of
And typically Nicole, of course,
when
yuck. Right. Typical. My brother said it comes out this weekend.
yes.
So, all right.
What about the chewy runts? Would you be a fan of chewy runts, or are you
No,
non-chewy candy?
I like chewy candy, but I like the hard candies a little bit better.
Mm.
Danielle, you a Runts fan?
I do like runts, but I also like the banana ones. I only like banana flavored candy, but I don't like bananas.
Okay. Maria used to like bananas. Now she doesn't. She's off bananas now for a little bit. Thomas said cookie dough bites mixed with his popcorn. Okay. And then I don't know if this is Abby or Eddie, but M&M's mixed with popcorn. So chocolate, it's that sweet and savory kind of flavor there. Okay. All right, getting into go ahead.
Before you go to your top three, I actually don't know where my wife Danielle is watching right now. I just got a text saying Jonathan Taylor Thomas was another one of her crushes. So I think she's actually watching the wrong episode right now.
I was going to say, Danielle, if you're watching, you're 5 weeks behind. But
so I'm actually curious and can't wait to find out why
she's typing in the chat, wondering why nobody's answering her.
But
oh, Danielle.
All right, so we're in the top three now.
All right. Yeah. All right. So top three. So Danielle.
Oh, the regular Airheads. These are good.
You did put Airhead Extreme and Airheads in you.
Yes, these are so good. And you know what one I really like? The top one, though, the mystery one. And I never knew how it was made, and I don't want to know how it was made, but it was always so good.
So I think I actually know how it's made.
Is it going to ruin it for me?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think because I feel like I've watched a documentary on the making of Airheads, and I'm pretty sure that when they like cut, the Airheads to the shape, they had the extra candy and they would kind of like mash it together, and that's how they would get the mystery flavor.
Oh,
yeah.
It never tasted the same.
So I think it's like a combination of all flavors.
Interesting. But I have a question. How is it white?
Dye. They can make it whatever color they want.
Oh.
Yeah.
The candy has no added color, resulting in its distinct white appearance.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And I may be completely lying about this, but I'm almost 100% sure that's what it is.
No, that's what I found too. Yeah.
And Stacy said that's how they make the mystery flavored Dum Dums. I maybe I got the Dum Dums and the Airheads confused, but I know I've seen this somewhere that this is how they've made the mystery flavored stuff. Now, did you ever take the Airheads and like shape the pack and make it smaller?
No.
Yeah.
No. It makes them like significantly smaller.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say right now, which is funny that you did that. So first I was going to say I would be watermelon. Actually, no. There's grape, right? Grape's not in that picture. I would have been grape number 1, then watermelon number 2. And by you doing that shaking just made me think of another candy that should have been on my list, and it's not, but we'll do that when we get to honorable mention.
Well, you only sent one honorable mention in, so
I know
you got another one.
You've
used Starburst though, so now you're gonna have 3.
Oh, that was more a sentimental pick. I mean, I'll have to face her when I go upstairs. Yeah. Oh.
All right, Ed.
This is my number 2, right?
3. Number 3.
This is my number 3. So I don't know if my mom is still in the chat. I know she usually hops off at about 9:05 to go downstairs. But strawberry Charleston Chew would be my choice if I was taking a ride in the car with my dad to the deli, the Elverton Deli, and I had to pick one candy on the rack. It would definitely be a Charleston Chew. And yep, Fred, the way to go. And I wrote it in there. It had to be a frozen Charleston Chew. So a frozen strawberry Charleston Chew would be the way to go. It's probably also the way to lose your tooth if you had a wiggly tooth as a kid, would be there. I could eat a whole box. I'm learning. I don't know how much candy my daughter actually eats when we're not paying attention, because I don't think I've ever had a Charleston Chew in the house, but vanilla. She's very knowledgeable on all these cereals and candies. I'm actually shocked right now. But
Yeah.
yes, strawberry. Now, are you a Charleston Chew or fan or no? Have you had
I'm
one?
going to say I don't think I've ever had Charleston.
You've
Chew.
never had a Oh my God! We could
Are
do an
these
episode.
are these similar to like cowtails?
I've never had a cowtail. I don't know what a cowtail. I don't know what
They
a
come in
cowtail.
like it's like a brown and white kind of package. Yeah, Mom's still here.
Ah,
She said, "Yep, frozen, way to go."
No.
All right.
cowtail, right, Mom? We would get these at J&J's right there. That's how to put them in the freezer.
Danielle, did you ever have these?
I've never had these. No.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had these.
Wow, and cowtails are sold at Target. You could still get them
Wow.
at Target.
Fred's dad loved them too. So I'm gonna add these to my list.
Yeah, there's our cowtail.
Yep. Yep. And you never heard of those before?
Never heard of them.
No?
I've never even seen a cowtail before.
Gotcha.
And it's caramel, and I'm a huge caramel. Wow.
Nicole's great
the
grandmother
peanut
used
chews.
to love peanut chews and Charlestons. Okay.
The peanut chews would be in that candy jar that we mentioned in the beginning of the episode. The peanut chews, I feel like, is a grandmother kind of candy.
And Kristen made a return to the chat. You can get them at Wawa. Well,
Yes.
listen, we live in Staten Island and we don't have Wawa.
Oh, that's
So-
sad.
Yeah, yeah. So Staten Island, no Wawa for us.
We are still 26 deep in the chat this long in. I am like, wow,
No, it's candy.
this is candy. I mean,
Now these could have very easily been my number one. I absolutely love these things. They come in all different flavors, sour ones. I think Maria got me like Valentine's Day ones. My mother-in-law Joanne buys me 4 or 5 packs of these and puts them in my stocking for Christmas. I go through these things very quickly. I can chew on the wax for a really long time. It's like gum for me. These are a top for me. I also believe at one point Maria bought me a giant bag of these, like a giant sack of Nick and Nips.
I've never seen this packaging. I know the old school, wax bottles that had the tiny bit of liquid in them. I would have never known they were called a Nick and Lip, or I've seen that packaging. I'm intrigued now.
I feel like this is the way I've only seen them. Well, other than Maria's sack that she bought me of them, but
Right.
They come in the package and then they're all waxed together and you kind of just twist them off. And my mom loves these; she's a fan. Could
My
chew the
mom
wax
loves them
around.
too.
Yeah,
Wow.
yep. Your mom is a fan of these, and I'm sure Abby can pound down a few Nick and Nickel Lips,
Lip.
or, being that she's just eating every candy. So, but yeah, these could have been my number one. This is probably the candy that I eat the most. And of course, Nicole doesn't agree with my number 3. That's okay. It's my list, not yours.
Yeah, that's 2 wax candies on your top. You were the wax lips before?
No, they weren't on my list. They were just,
Oh, they were just gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
the wax lips had a very weird taste.
Yeah.
The wax is just wax. It's nothing. I saw it. Mike put this in the chat earlier. Did you guys ever go to the chocolate factory in Staten Island? Is it even still open?
Aye.
I know where it is, but I don't know if it's still open. All right, let's get into our number 2s.
Oh, Butterfingers. They're so good. They're crispy, they're chocolatey, and then the I don't know how to say, but they get tacky on the top of your mouth, like on your teeth, and they're just so good. They're sweet, salty. One of my favorites.
These are an orthodontist nightmare
Yes, they are.
because these would get stuck in your braces and they don't
Yes.
come out. This is a tough one.
But they're so worth it.
Yeah, I like these in a refrigerator. Like refrigerated, I'm a big fan of
Yeah.
the Butterfingers.
These are good cold.
Yeah. What about you, Ed? You like Butterfingers?
Do I like the Butterfinger? I do. I believe is the Butterfinger my on my list as well?
No. I'm just asking.
Oh, I
Yes, I
do.
don't think.
Oh,
Do you?
I
Oh,
do.
yes, you do have this on your list.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
I thought that's what you were segueing into. I think is this my
Oh,
number
this
two?
is. You can't tell, but I just switched slides.
Did you really? You switch?
I did.
It is also my number two, right?
It would have ruined my feng
Wow.
shui if I only had
Yeah,
one.
that's what I was looking going. I thought we were going out of order. Yes, and I have to tell you, this is I spent a lot of time thinking about this because I'm not a candy bar kind of person. I'm not a chocolate. Clearly I've said that, but there's just something. Even the other day, if it's a Sunday night and I'm going to Bagels R Us and getting cold cuts for the week, I am so tempted. Like, well, now knowing it's $3 a candy bar at some delis, it makes it easy to stay away from it, you know. But something about a Butterfinger bar. I haven't seen anyone in the chat knowing what is the slogan that goes with the Butterfinger bar. I mean, we know what TV show. I mean, we also know what TV show made the Butterfinger like claim to fame.
My brother said, "R.I.P. Butterfinger BBs."
Oh, those were good too. Those look
Yeah,
like
those were good.
those look like there we go, Fred. I knew Fred would step up when he wanted to be a part of this. Nobody
now-
better lay a finger on my
So
Butterfinger.
now Bart Simpson said nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger. I distinctly remember nobody better lay a finger on my Butterfinger BBs, and him and Homer were on the package.
Wait, a BB. I mean, I don't unless he also did it for the Butterfinger BBs. I mean,
He was on the package. Him and Homer were on the package
I can-
for sure. Like I remember the package. My brother mentioned it.
he did both.
Okay.
He was right.
Yeah. Okay.
He was right.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
Go both.
Anthony-
Go both, right? Yep.
Yep. Anthony in the chat said, "Is anyone going to mention Quarter Waters?" Not in this episode. They are coming in a future episode. Don't you worry. We will talk Quarter Waters for sure. All right.
Oh, you know
and-
what year the Butterfinger? Wait, could this be? This can't be right. I looked up before the show. I'm looking up what year each of these, all the candies came out. I was interested. I have 1923. Could that be? Could that be made? Could that be right?
Sure. Ask Mona.
And it is right, yeah. Butterfinger was introduced in 1923 by the Curtis Candy Company in Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. All right. So the Butterfinger bar is over 100 years old. Wow. Wouldn't
All
have
right.
thought. All right.
My number two, strawberry licorice wheels. Did you ever have these?
These are good.
You could unwrap them, and they're like a harder type of Twizzler type candy. If Maria is still watching, she would go to you can get these at like a couple of the Italian delis on the South Shore by you, Ed. These are like when you go like pumpkin picking, I always grab like a little pack of these. I eat them whole. I just pop the whole wheel and chew it down. These are
You
definitely.
don't unravel it?
I don't always unravel it. No. Sometimes we just pop the whole wheel and start chewing. And Maria gets really mad because I'll sit on the couch and eat the whole pack. Like this is my brother and I both have extremely addictive personalities when it comes to sweets and candies. Like this stuff can't be in front of me because if it's there, I eat it. And Mike wanted me to read his shocked Anthony was allowed to eat Butterfingers because I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Now, probably watching the Butterfinger commercial was the extent of my Simpsons viewership when I was a kid. Matt's in the chat. Matt said, "Did I miss Baby Ruth?" You did not miss Baby Ruth, Matt. Unfortunately, Baby Ruth just did not make the cut tonight.
Wow.
But I'm glad that it's on your list because I actually do like them. I just don't know if they would be on my top 10. I also kind of felt whether we should do like a chocolate exclusive or just candy episode, but I feel they're pretty good to combine them. Anthony said you could replace a fan belt on your car with those things. Yeah, they weren't easy to chew. Definitely not easy to chew. All right, now we're going to get into our honorable mentions. And Danielle, your number one honorable mention.
Oh, the push pop. These are so good. Again, I always go back to the blue ones, but it was just nice to be able to like eat a little bit and then put it back in the container and go back to it. But I remember we used to lick them almost that they get pointy at the end like a sword. And these are so good.
Yeah. And your second honorable mention. And I'm pretty sure, I don't know if these are the right ones.
These are the right ones. So
Okay.
This reminds me of my sister Sam because
she put this in the chat earlier.
Yes. Yes, see, I knew she would.
Yeah, I just didn't want to put it out there because you had it on your list and she's still watching. So
these were our favorite. Again, I would
Okay.
have the blue ones and she'd have the grape, and it was like a candy stick, and you would dip it kind of like Fun Dip into this little paint container, and they were so good. And her and I, for a very long time, kept trying to find this candy, and I think it's been discontinued because we can never find it anywhere. But it was the best.
all right, don't worry. Abby knows where to get them. Great Kills Little League.
Oh, well, thank you.
The push pops. Yeah, that's what she's talking. Yep.
She's talking push
For the
pops.
push
Okay.
pops. You can get
Okay.
those. The great.
I was going to say, if you need to know where you buy them, she'll know.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had these. Is the whole paintbrush edible?
Up until you see like that silver part on there, up
Okay.
until that part.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever had these. Ed, you have these before?
I have never had those. No,
No?
I have never had those.
Oh, they're the best.
My brother said these remind him of candies that would just be lying around on tables at a block party.
Yes.
All right. Yeah. Those are never heard of them, never had them. When I was looking for them, I was like, I'm not even sure if this is the right thing. All right, Ed. Did your honorable mention not make it in? I'm going to say it didn't make it in. So you have a blank slate to talk about whatever you want.
I have it here.
I have failed the PowerPoint presentation.
Mine was the whistle pop.
Oh, right. Okay.
It was the whistle pop where it was a whistle and it was the lollipop. And I was trying to think for the honorable mention of something like a real throwback and something I only had as a kid. And yeah, it was the whistle pop. So I don't know if anyone else has had, if that's
Nicole had them.
Yeah. That was my honorable mention.
And Mike Ferrara said, do you know why the Baby Ruth, or how did the Baby Ruth get its name? We do not. So put it in the chat and let us know, Mike.
And my other honorable mention would have been, I'm not sure if anyone else in here went to St. Joseph by the Sea, but I always remember in high school going into the candy closet and getting the 3 giant sweet tart circles that I remember being in the cafeteria and smashing, and that's what made me remember before. You'd smash the sweet tarts against the table, and they would break up into little pieces, and you would eat them like that. And they do have them at Michael's now, and they're also like $3 a package. And I guess it's one good thing because I don't need all that sugar, but that's a lot of money for a piece of candy.
Does the whistle pop have an innuendo?
It played music. Yeah, it played music.
So Joanna in the chat said the Melody Pops.
Melody
Now-
Pops. That's what they are.
I don't know if this is accurate, but So Joanna's been on our show a lot. Like, she's been in our chat a bunch of times. There's a good chance that Joanna is on the other side of the world watching our show right now, because I know she was in Morocco and she may be there right now watching our show in Morocco. And she'll let us know. And the baby Ruths were Ruth Cleveland, the daughter of President Grover Cleveland. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, Thomas, my brother said he just assumed St. Joseph handed out $100 bills to the little rich kids. So that would have been nice.
Mm.
And my honorable mentions: Happy Coke, Happy Cola gummy bottles. I always like these or the sour ones. Both of them I enjoyed. So these were an honorable mention for me. And then this was also popular in the chat. And another candy that I really enjoy, in the after it's been in the refrigerator for a bit, are 100-gram bars. So there was a couple people that mentioned it earlier. I think Fred might have mentioned it, and a couple other people. So honorable mention, made the list. All right, and now we're getting into our number ones. And Danielle, your number one top candy.
The sour gummy worms. These are the best, but the best way to eat these are frozen. So me and Sean always keep at least 2 or 3 packs in our freezer, and every time it's movie night or we're watching TV or having popcorn, we'll literally put some in a cup and just eat them frozen. And that's the only way we eat them in our house. And of course, the blue and red are the best. And I think the other day there was like a faulty pack, and it was blue, red, and yellow all in one worm. And I came home and he's like, I have to show you this worm. And it was amazing. So no, I love the sour gummy worms.
Keegan in the chat agrees.
Did you eat the worm or did you save it?
It is in a display case in their freezer as we speak.
I looked at it for at least a minute or two. I was like blown away, but I did eat it and it was delicious.
She looked at it and said, all right, never mind.
I was like, wow, this is a different color. I was like, this is the greatest mistake I've ever seen. So good. They should make more of them like that.
You're going to give Trolley an idea now. Triple colored sour bite crawlers there. Thomas said that Bucky's sour gummy worms are greater than Trolley.
I've never been to Bucky's, so I'm going to have to try it.
Oh, you have to go to Bucky's.
Okay. I have to put it on my list.
Put it on your list of things to do. Ed, your number one.
My number one. Sweet tarts, but it has to be Chicks, Ducks, and Bunnies. So Danielle did just pick me up 2 packages of these from, I usually get them at like CVS, but I'm a huge sweet tart fan. Obviously, my honorable mention was the sweet tart circles, and these are just the perfect size. They're actually a chick, a duck, and a bunny, and I don't know. I look forward to them every year. They come out the minute the sweet tart hearts from Valentine's Day go away. Chicks, Ducks, and Bunnies, and I can go through the entire package relatively quick, which is why I'm mad at Danielle when she buys me a package of them, because they are my number one. I did go back and forth between the Butterfinger and the Chicks, Ducks, and Bunnies. It was very hard in what was going to be my number one.
Gotcha.
Chocolate, because
very specific. Very specific.
Very specific. Yes.
Do they taste like Peeps?
They do not taste like Peeps. I know Damien's a Peeps fan. I believe he's also the one that wanted a Peeps scented Dr. Squatch soap, if I am correct.
We could do a whole show on Peeps varieties. There are a million different Peeps varieties now. All right, and my number one, Snicker bar. I love Snicker bars. It's my favorite chocolate, favorite candy. Don't eat them often, but they are my number one. Love a good Snicker bar. I also like these out of the fridge. These are good. I don't like Snicker ice cream, though.
No.
The Snicker ice cream bar, I'm not a fan, but a Snicker bar, either frozen or in the refrigerator, is my kind of bar.
I agree.
All right, so that is our list. So this was a lot of fun. We have a lot of candies that we need to eat, a lot of things on our list that we have to try. So what'd you think, Danielle? Did you have fun?
I had a blast. This was so much fun. Thank you for having me tonight.
Not as scary as you thought, huh?
Not as scary, but
So you'll be on again sometime. Now we have to think of something else, something other interesting thing that you got. But all right. So we had a huge chat tonight. Thank you so much for everyone that was in the chat. We appreciate you.
We're still
Keeping
20
us-
deep right now.
Yeah,
Hour and
20,
25 minutes in.
23 deep. Thank you so much for being part of the show, because the chat is just as important to the show as we are, as the hosts and guests. The chat, you're just a bunch of guests, part of our show, right? So we hope that we got you all in and highlighted everyone. With that, if you haven't liked, subscribed, and hit the bell for notifications, please do so. And
And if
we'll
you have
see
any ideas, let us know, some ideas of some topics that you think would be good. Because, I mean, I don't know, this is a hard 2 weeks to follow now. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. So, all right. So, with that being said, we're going to sign off and we'll catch you next week, Monday at 8 p.m. See you next week, everyone.
bye.
God.